This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so what I'm going to discuss today, the previous session, we are trying to mount to the data lake and whatever the data we have inside the data lake, and we are going to read the files. The only challenging part what we discussed in the last session is how to connect to the data lake from the Databricks by using Azure Active Directory app registration. In interview also, you have to tell the same thing. In interview also, you have to tell the same thing, how you are going to connect to the data lake generation tool from the Databricks. Okay, so let me go to the notepad. So last time we have created already all the setup. So let me log in. my.cloudbricks.com. At the same time, I want to log into azure.com as well. Databricks Community Edition. Pritam, can you please share your details? So when we are creating these notebooks, on the notebooks, we are creating a clusters, right? So how many types of clusters available inside the Azure Databricks? That is one important intervention. So you have to tell there are two kind of clusters available. Okay, there are two kind of clusters available. Let's see different kind of clusters and Azure Databricks. Azure Databricks have two types of clusters: interactive and job clusters. Okay, interactive and job clusters. The clusters what creating daily, those clusters are interactive clusters. And job clusters means generally when you are scheduling these notebooks inside the Databricks, clusters will be created automatically by the data itself. You need to create a cluster and you don't need to assign your schedule inside the database. Later we will ask this question: three types of the clusters available. So how many types of the clusters available in Azure. There are two types of the clusters available. One is interactive clusters and another one is job clusters. Another one is job clusters. The interactive clusters are the one whatever we are creating inside this community dot whatever the database inside we are creating manually. So those clusters are customized and interactable. You can assign how much CPU, RAM, core processors, worker nodes, driver nodes, whatever you want to assign, you need to assign the interactive clusters. But these job clusters are created automatically. The job clusters are created automatically, right? So where we can create these job clusters and where we can create the interactive clusters. Let me log into this community. So every cluster contains these are all the things: storage optimization, CPU, and memory. Interactive clusters are used to analyze data collaboratively with interactive notebooks. Job clusters are used to run fast and robust automated workloads. Let's see what are all the things we have inside already we created. Go to the resource groups. How many resource groups available? What are all the services we created earlier? All those things we can even see under the resource groups here. Okay. So under this compute environment, whatever the clusters you are creating, these are the interactive clusters. So go to the compute. Right, see here. So whatever the here all purpose clusters you can able to see. And there is a separate other clusters, job clusters. Job clusters we are not creating. So automatically job clusters are created by at the time of you are scheduling your notebooks to run. you cannot see any job clusters and you don't see any option to create a cluster as well. But when you are going to the all purpose clusters, you can see there is an option create a cluster. So whatever the create cluster, you can define the much computation you want to provide to this database. How many driver nodes, worker nodes, compute, memory, all those things you can able to specify over here. Okay, here you can able to define. So the other one is job clusters. If you want to create the job clusters, you need to go to the jobs option over here. So simply click on the jobs. Okay, here we can able to define the jobs here. So you need to create it at the time automatically whatever the computation power is required. My voice is not syncing. Seems some mental
Yes, Ram.
complication.
You were